last train to Hudson. Come on, won't you party with me? Party with me. Party with me. Party with me. Party with me. 5 different nachos.
All right, hello. You're listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. I'm Caleb.
And I am Rachel.
Jake, yo, what's up?
Jake's back. Woohoo!
Jake's back.
It's good to be here.
And he comes accompanied with a large amount of otters.
I come bearing
Bunch of
otters.
otters.
You can't see them all on screen right now, but we've got a whole bunch up here.
Like, I'm literally drowning in otters.
Six of them.
There are 6 otters on this desk. Not real otters, mind you, but
I wish.
Yes, we brought real otters into the studio, so.
then we'd hear them skittering around.
And they'd be
But-
squeaking.
And we're also on our Facebook page. We are 1 like away from 200 likes.
You could be the one.
You could.
You could be number
And you
200.
could win a hug from yours truly. I give very good hugs.
Probably the greatest prize I've ever heard of for liking something.
Isn't it, though?
There's nothing to lose.
So,
Nothing to lose at all.
in today's show, we're going to have movie news
Yep.
up first, and
And-
then game and Nintendo news kind of mixed in there.
Yes,
it's gonna be
indeed.
a big long segment. So
Then we have our nerd vocab, which is a kind of entertainment-related slang word, but it's like inside a show, inside a game.
Caleb, is that a GoPro? What the heck is that?
yes, Kyle brought in a GoPro,
We have a
Behind
secret
us.
secret
GoPro.
secret
We have a secret
Go.
I was not
Pro.
told
He
I'd be
gardens.
filming.
Yeah, secret GoPro. Yeah.
Also, you used up a lot of ink to print this thing.
Yes, yes, I did. Maybe.
Nice.
Okay.
Will that
And
come in handy later on in the show?
Lastly, after the Nerd
Perhaps.
Vocab, we have your technology news. So if you're into that, stick around till then. All right here on the Nerd Edification Hour. Jake, why don't you start us off since you've been away
Yes.
for like 2 weeks doing homework?
You could say it was homework. You could say I have been dead for 2 weeks and am now resurrected.
Jake is a zombie.
Did somebody use a phoenix down?
You could say it's finals week. That would be an accurate
Yes.
metaphor.
That's pretty much where all students turn into zombies. Let's be honest here.
Where's the first bit of news on here? What, this
It's
side?
in
it's in
yep,
blue.
it's in blue.
It's in blue.
Okay. Okay. We're starting off with some superhero and Marvel news.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
Marvel Studios announced today that Martin Freeman,
Watson himself.
Bilbo Baggins,
Indeed.
has been cast in Captain America: Civil War in an unspecified role. From his roles as Bilbo Baggins and Dr. Watson to Tim in The Office, Martin's range from the dramatic to the comedic has consistently impressed us, said Marvel Studios boss and Captain America Civil War producer Kevin Feige.
Feige?
Feige?
Maybe?
Fiege. Fiege.
Like beige? Feige?
Probably.
Bit
I'd say so.
blah, blah.
But yep.
Quote. Sorry, you want to do it?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, you can do the
No,
next paragraph.
I will do the
Go
next
ahead.
paragraph.
There we go. We could not be more honored or excited to have such a talented actor join the Marvel Cinematic Universe. End quote. Who might he be playing? Union Jack?
Bagginses.
A male equivalent of Maria Hill? Doctor Strange's trusty assistant?
Now, why are we asking these questions? And who is Union Jack? Union Jack is like the British equivalent of Captain America,
Oh.
or the UK equivalent. Yeah.
Captain United Kingdom.
No, it's Union Jack, like the flag is named.
Yep, we're going to
Yes,
have
indeed.
a whole United Nations full of captains.
Yes. And you guys know who Maria Hill
Captain
is, right?
Belgium.
You guys know who Maria Hill is, right?
No.
She's
Santa Maria is one of the...
She's the lady who played Robin in How I Met Your Mother, and she's like she's an actress, okay, and she plays Maria Hill, and Maria Hill is
No, I
in all
liked
the
the hat.
Avengers movies
Put the hat
and all
back
that.
on.
So
This is it.
I don't know,
I liked
but she
it.
helps people out a lot. She's like the lady that gives you all the stuff. if that makes sense. She
Lady.
acquires all the stuff. But yeah, and why might he play Doctor Strange's assistant? Well, as you guys know,
It's the part he tried out for, right?
no, well, maybe I don't know, but
Makes logical sense.
I mean, Doctor Strange is going to be played by Benedict Cumberbatch, so why not just stick them together
They're
again?
gonna be together in every movie.
Every movie again. I mean, why not? It's worked for them so many times before.
Wait, how? Wait, Benedict Cumberbatch is playing Doctor Strange
Yes.
and Loki.
What?
What?
Isn't he Loki? Or is that? Am I mixing up?
No, leave the
I don't
studio.
know.
Just go.
I made my sister watch Avengers for the first time, and she said she's a nurse, so she said Loki's name was gross. Apparently, that's something really gross in nursing terms.
I wouldn't know.
Next week on the Nerd Vocab.
No, no. I like Loki because, well, Tom Hiddleston. Tom Hiddleston
Okay.
plays Loki.
Okay.
No, Benedict-
Because he's a mischievous.
yes. Yeah. So yeah,
I don't
and
know
well,
actors.
Tom is just very good at that kind of stuff. But
All right, moving on.
director David Ayer gave us our. I can't talk today.
Blah, blah.
Gave us our first look at the entire Suicide Squad team for the upcoming film, and so we actually have a diagram that we got off of IGN.
A large
I was
ink,
too
Yeah.
lazy to write it
Thanks,
down.
thanks, guys.
I was
ink
sleeping.
consuming.
And for
print here.
for those of you who are probably watching on YouTube, we're gonna post
We're
the
going to
image.
zoom in really close.
No,
No.
This is copyright information.
It probably is.
This is like a print you would get from Walmart or CVS.
I don't
you
know.
could frame this, put it on your wall.
But anyway.
Maybe we'll sign these and hand them out.
Anyway, if you're watching on YouTube later, we're going to put this over top of us while we talk about it. So, who's on the Suicide Squad? Going from left to
we have
right.
We have the band Slipknot.
Yes, the band Slipknot. No, not really. Slipknot is a master assassin that utilizes ropes.
And singing.
Like every other assassin. No, I'm kidding. Then next to him in the blue and the trench coat.
Is Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
Yes, it's Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
Oh.
No, it's Captain Boomerang.
Hey, I wonder what country he's from. What he's captain.
I don't think it's told us.
Maybe he's
honestly.
friends with like Captain UK or something like that.
Maybe, but
Captain
he throws a
Is that
deadly
racist?
boomerang. He throws it's a deadly boomerang, mind you.
Okay.
I wonder if it's the flamerang
The flamerang or the kaboomerang.
or the doomerang. We're
The
making
doomerang was like remote controlled.
it was remote control.
the boomerang.
That boss
Bada
battle
boom.
was so hard.
Where you had to
control
pilot it through the robot.
Yeah, that was hard.
That's the final boss.
I don't know what they're
Yep.
talking about. I guess they're talking about the little Tasmanian
Yes.
guy.
We thought we lost each other.
Oh my god.
All right.
But the next to Captain Boomerang is the Enchantress. She's a sorceress.
Oh, how descriptive.
Not very creative there, I see. Then below her is Katana. She wields a cursed
She
soul
wields a
ta-
katana.
Again,
Yeah.
very original.
And it's a
Very
soul-taking katana.
Okay, a little more original.
And then
Original.
then we have Rick Flag, who is the leader of Task Force X.
That's
Literally
it.
the flagship.
Yes,
it.
he's the head
Well,
honcho.
what does he do though?
He's the head honcho.
He looks cool. He's sort of like,
He's like their-
Robin from Teen
Yeah,
Titans.
he's their captain. Then next to him is Harley Quinn herself. She's psychotically obsessed with
She has a
Mr.
hammer.
J.
Does she have a hammer here? Because it doesn't say so.
It doesn't say so.
I'm sure she has a hammer.
But it does seem that she has a firearm in the picture.
Yeah.
Then right next to her is Deadshot, who's played by Will Smith, I might add.
What?
Yeah, he is a master marksman with a cybernetic eye. He's
I
supposed.
don't see it.
Well, you won't see it at this point since it's not glowing. But you might later.
Maybe it's like
this is
disguised.
just well, like I said, these are the first
like
press
real
images, so things might change. Then we have Belle Reve. No, that is the place that they're at. They are at the
job.
Belle Reve Federal Penitentiary, and it's a prison for superpowered criminals. And if they want out, they have to join Task Force X. But next to Harley Quinn in Deadshot
Is the
Killer
thing.
Killer Croc.
yeah.
He is a reptilian super strength guy. I guess the lizard, but on steroids.
Pretty much.
He's the muscle of the group, I suppose.
And then, of course, we have next to him, last in the line, is El Diablo,
El
who
Diablo.
is a firebender. Literally, he manipulates fire. So, who we don't
and they hired a Spanish actor for him.
Who we don't see in this is the Joker. And I don't know why that is. Maybe just Jared Leto wasn't on
His
set that day or
mysterious-
whatever. But
He's going to pop up in the middle.
He's going to be the final boss.
well, I mean, after that huge uproar about the image they posted on the Joker's anniversary of when he
Heath
was
Ledger?
created, no,
Oh, okay.
Jared Leto, Heath Ledger is dead.
I know. I just thought, you said
No.
there was
Wow.
controversy.
Well,
That's a very controversial.
Well, what people have to understand is, I think I said this last week, Jared Leto is not Heath Ledger. He's not Jack Nicholson. He's Jared Leto. So it's going to be a little bit different. And I've heard his laugh. If you have watched the film Mr. Nobody and seen the
Yes.
deleted scenes,
I love
then
that
you
movie.
know what his laugh sounds like. It's really, really creepy. But after
Who did he
that,
play in Mr. Nobody?
Mr. Nobody.
That was him?
That's Jared
Wow,
Leto.
that'll be
yeah.
good.
So he is. I have the utmost faith in him. But after
Nemo
that,
Nobody.
but after the image came out with the tattoos everywhere, people were like, "Oh no, he's not supposed to have tattoos." Blah blah blah.
But there's a lot of different Jokers.
Yes, there is. But that people have to understand that was just an anniversary image. It wasn't necessarily the big reveal of what his style is going to actually look like. This is just a concept. So it might change for one. And also on YouTube, there's a mysterious account called Jerome the Joker, and it has like Mr. J has an announcement and has very creepy music, and it has a Joker laugh at the end. Now, whether or not that's his new Joker laugh or some really complex editing done by somebody or what, I don't know, but it has a new announcement like every other couple of days, and it's really, really creepy. Just if you guys want to check it out, is Jerome_the_Joker. And
Also, if you want to
it's-
check out
yeah.
Strangely Entertaining.
we're also there.
Yeah.
We don't post weird messages in Morse code, however, like this gentleman is doing.
But we will post Portal videos.
But it
So-
does have the
Illuminati.
I will
Secret Society.
I will tell you though,
Illuminati.
the last one that I saw that was posted, I just looked at it earlier. It said when he gets 5,000 subscribers, something will be revealed. I don't know what that means.
When I
exactly.
get 5,000 subscribers,
If it's-
something.
if it's
don't know.
now
They'll
mind,
do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge in reverse.
oh God, but mind you, this
In
could be
reverse.
a really, really creative fan doing something. I don't know, but last but
wanna do
not
it.
least.
My turn.
Last in our
I wanna
list,
do it.
but not least. Okay,
Pick me.
I got it. I'm up. Caleb.
Okay.
Caleb, calm yourself down. This is one of my favorite movie series too. So,
right.
Caleb, go on.
Fine. All right. So, building on Disney and Paramount's deal from a couple years back to one day produce after Indiana Jones's film, LucasArts presents Kathleen Kennedy.
President.
They present their
They
president.
present their president.
Oh,
Ta-da!
I see. They present their president. I
In a
can't
present.
read, so I'm dyslexic sometimes. They have confirmed that a fifth Indiana Jones movie is going to happen. As for
Kingdom of the Crystal
Certain-
Skull Part 2.
yes, where the
Oh,
alien
God. Don't.
spoilers.
Just don't.
Yeah,
Don't.
So they haven't exactly made a script, but they're talking about it pretty much. So it's just kind of like a rumor at this point. So
Well, she did speak with Vanity Fair in their June issue and told them that the Indiana Jones sequel will one day be made inside this company. When it will happen, I'm not quite sure. We haven't started working on the script yet, but we're talking about it, as you said. So she did reiterate her point. Now, what's kind of there was that rumor that they wanted Chris Pratt to play him
Which would
and
be
whatnot. Well, I mean, is this going to be, a recast of Shia LaBeouf's character? Which, I wouldn't mind.
Running from superstar
well-
Shia LaBeouf.
well-
now he's got a knife. Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, gosh.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Well, I don't know if that song's appropriate to play, but it might
no.
be one day. I don't
Well-
know. We'll see.
it's it's just a little.
It's a little
It
odd.
describes,
Superstar
it describes
Shia LaBeouf.
things in
Yes,
a
it
certain
does.
way. And I'm
It-
just like,
right.
that might not be the.
It might
doesn't
not
have
be.
any bad words. It just
No.
describes things in a way.
Exactly.
That's kinda
But,
uncomfortable.
if they recast, say, his son is, Chris Pratt, or if they reboot it entirely, or if they do a before all of the other movies sort of thing, like
Prequel.
these are the prequels to the first three, that's not the Young Indiana
course,
Jones TV
prequels
show, which was
solve everything.
meh. But hey, I'd like to see Chris Pratt play a Indiana Jones-esque character, whether he's Indy or
And he
his
gets to ride on a
son.
bike with the Raptors.
That's also
riding next
true.
to him.
That's going to be exciting. That's
Indiana
coming up real
Jones, the
soon.
Raptor trainer.
I saw
Yeah.
you put something on.
This is all canon. It's all the same
Oh,
thing.
oh, wow.
The Indiana
No,
Jones
no,
and
no,
the Jurassic
no,
Park
no,
are the
just-
same universe.
No, just quit while you're ahead.
Could be.
Quit while you're ahead.
It's the
But yeah.
Jurassic
canon.
Indiana Jones in Jurassic World.
Oh my God. But that is our movie news.
Well, I saw you put something on Facebook where there was some cameo in the new Avengers of somebody.
No.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about that.
No, there actually wasn't. It was just
okay.
it was what it was talking about was I don't want to give away any spoilers, but
I haven't seen it yet.
well,
Spoilers.
I'm just going to say one word: Friday. That's all you need. If you know
well,
who
today
that-
is Wednesday.
No,
Yeah, it's Wednesday
no.
today.
See, if you don't get it from right then you won't catch the Easter egg
Is
anyway.
it that girl that did that?
My Girl
song?
Friday?
No, the girl who did that song.
No. If you don't get it from then you don't get it.
Okay.
Friday.
Oh, well. All right, well, that's it for that bit of news. And speaking of Avengers, and I know it's been out, and Rachel's the only one of us who has seen it.
I have seen it.
Which is, it's like, people say, Caleb, why haven't you seen it? You're such a big nerd. But look, I have a life. I can't exactly go out. I'm not saying Rachel
Yeah,
doesn't
why
have
would
a
you
life,
go see
but she has
Avengers
more
when you
free
can sit
time.
here and talk about it? I mean, come on.
Rachel has more free time than I do. But anyways,
Actually, I don't. I just plan things very well.
well,
That's
I
true.
don't. So that's one thing.
Okay, what's our song?
Well, next up is our video game news, and our song is from the Avengers soundtrack by Evanescence.
The first one or
It
the
is
second?
First one.
Oh, okay. Is this
It's
like
the only one I own. It's the
Evanescence was in the first one?
first one. No, it's
She had a song in it.
his
Oh.
song.
Was it an end credit song or was it in the
No.
movie?
No, you'll see.
I'll have to explain. But anyways, it's the song title is "A New Way to Bleed," and we'll be right back here on the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio.
And we have returned on the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. My name is Rachel, and I have next to me Jake.
Hey.
And then across from me, we have our host, Caleb.
Hello, what is up,
Caleb.
peeps?
Yes. So we are back with a bit of a long section. It's
Ooh,
normally our
it's gonna
Nintendo.
be-
It's going to be
a doozy of
gonna be
an
rough.
episode.
It's going to be quite
gonna be
a
a
doozy.
doozy.
Yes. But we have some Nintendo news,
And then
some
we have Sega
and Rare,
Rareware.
and Konami, and some Disney stuff.
And stuff.
Konami
And
Matata.
stuff
Oh,
and
boy.
things and things and
Makuna.
stuff. All the stuff.
Okay.
Nintendo has released an announcement. They say, we appreciate the enthusiasm that our fans have continued to show toward Amiibo. Sales for the product have exceeded our expectations. We understand how frustrating it can be at times if consumers are unable to find certain figures, and we apologize for that. We're trying to meet the demands of our fans and consumers by increasing the amount of Amiibo we manufacture and ship to retail. We may continue to see consumer demand outspace supply levels for certain characters at times, but we will try to do our best to prevent this from happening. So what they're saying is they are acknowledging the fact that in the past, it has been difficult to track down particular Amiibo due to supply constraints and retailer
lot of money.
exclusivity and all that nonsense.
They're probably using up a lot of, they can't order enough plastic to make it all.
So they're planning to remedy this by re-releasing select figures that sold out before many had the chance to buy them. In addition to reissuing older Amiibo, the company also plans to make it easier for consumers to know when new Amiibo are on the way through Nintendo press announcements and timely updates on its social media channels, and working closely with retailers as well.
They should just keep it the way it was and make them more valuable and exclusive.
Well, that's
trading and
that's
stuff.
just
That's
going to
the
make
problem,
people
though.
mad. That's the problem. Now, bear in in mind they are doing those card amiibo things.
I want the
soon.
cards.
Because
I can handle the
what
cards.
what that's going to do is that's going to make the actual figures more rare if they go to just the cards in the future as opposed to the figures.
Well, I don't care about the figures. I
The
want
figures,
cards.
well, the figures, yeah,
Wow.
because the cards are easier to store and
The figures are
transport and
cooler.
whatever. But the figures are cooler. That's the thing.
I don't care about being cool. That's why I'm a nerd.
Are they all
Well-
out, or do they still have to do Duck Hunt Dog and something?
I don't know.
No, they're
I
not
have
all
no
out.
idea.
DD.
But
They're only
They've
on
done
like
that.
the third wave, which is
New Wave.
but
Lucina. It has Lucina and King
It's-
DDD, something like that. I think.
like I said, regardless of what they do, if they just go to the cards later on, it's still going to make the figures notoriously collective and expensive. That's just how it's going to go, period.
I don't see why they don't just like. I get they want specific retailers to have them, but why can't they just have like an online Nintendo amiibo store where I can order them?
They
from?
probably will. That's probably in the cards for them at this point. But like I
in the
said,
car. I see what you mean.
yeah, but like I said, if they're going to go for the cards, they can just release them in decks. That's not going to be a big deal.
Ooh,
So
Every
that's what
single
I'd
character.
say.
a whole Animal Crossing deck.
Is there going to
With,
be
like, 30 cards.
a Mewtwo amiibo? Is that a thing?
Probably.
Probably, I'd assume so. But in other news, Sega announced that they are not going to have a spot at E3 this year.
Sega.
I'm not surprised
Well,
at all.
their reasoning is because they're apparently moving their office locations to like Southern California.
Yeah.
What?
something
Where
like
were
that.
where were they? Were they-
Northern California.
No, I think they were in Vegas.
Go
I
south.
think they were in Nevada. That's the thing.
That's
They're,
pretty far south.
Yeah. Well, they're restructuring too, which is a good move for them considering how their development has been going. I mean, it's kind of.
You know, guys, we just need a fresh start. Let's move the entire
Yeah,
office.
I would say.
I agree. Their feng shui is they've got feng
Their
shui.
feng shui
not-
is feng blah.
Yeah, they've got
Fungus.
feng shui instead of feng shui. That's what's going on. And Caleb, this is up your alley since
Yeah,
you
it
like
is.
Rare.
Yeah, it is. All right. So it's been a while since we've seen a new game from Rare. We can all attest to that. Rare being the company who brought you Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong Country and Battletoads and whatnot. right?
Conquer
And Conquer.
stuff.
With our once beloved company suffering the department of many of their prominent figures and see, I can't read. And Microsoft's crippling stronghold over their IP. It's hard to imagine a full-fledged return to their former glory days. But lo and behold, the old talent from the company has since broken off to develop Ukulele. That's
is
a
that
bunch
like
of the old
broken off. They're in the
Rare-
same studio, or are they
No.
new studio?
Their Platonic Games is a whole different studio in
it's
itself.
former people that have broken away and done this new thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, what's really funny is Yuka and Lele sound like ukulele.
Lele, mm.
Ha 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 ha. Knee slapper, Platonic Games, knee slapper.
And so that's
They're doing
very
that thing with the
interesting.
chameleon, aren't they? In the back.
Yeah, the
That's cute.
chameleon and the bat. Yes.
So cute.
And oh my goodness, when they launched that Kickstarter for Ukulele, within 40 minutes, they reached their goal and well over that.
Do they have bonus goals such as we will release this on mobile devices
Yeah.
if we reach this amount?
Well, they're, they kept making Kickstarter goals, which
The ladder thing.
I'm kind of about because, when you reach a goal and if you have other Kickstarter goals, that should be it. But then they kept adding because they kept having so many donations and stuff.
Well,
even
yeah.
after the fact.
But you can do so much more with the game if you have more funds.
Exactly.
you know.
They can do
But-
a whole line of merchandise.
Release it in other countries.
And they have said, though, see, the thing is, though, if you pile on too much, it's just going to, if you try to put too many ingredients to a cake, it's going to go,
Well,
I mean, they're
that's,
throwing the
well,
money
that's,
at
see,
it.
that's the thing. They're not going to add content to the game just because they have the money to it. They're going to do other stuff with it. Like they're going to make sure that it gets out on all the consoles that they wanted to get out, not
publishing
necessarily
and
content.
distributing.
yeah, they said that
it'll-
that it will not affect their development process or
there you
whatever.
go.
So,
Yeah, it's going to go toward other things.
yeah. So,
Coffee.
So I'm still pretty excited about that. We're not-
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
But also,
Uh,
Banjo Tooie.
What?
Anything else on
No.
anything else on that one? Anything more?
They tried that with nuts and bolts, and
Well, they talked about what Rare is
So-
working on something else. Do we know that
Rare,
if it,
the actual like what's left of the actual Rare that Microsoft has? They said that there's a tweet, and according to the true tweet by the creative director Simon Woodruff.
Okay.
Said-
Yeah. Woodruff?
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not
I know
sure
I
what
said
his
it
name
correctly. We're going to see an announcement at E3 this year of the secret project that they're working on. He said that E3 will tell the world what Greg Miles' new project is about.
Yep, and that was the big guy that worked on Banjo-Kazooie,
Yeah.
correct? Yeah.
Yeah, and as we said a couple of weeks ago, actually, that the guy who left Microsoft said he was super excited.
Oh, yeah.
Working with the secret game that Rare has, which we will hear about at E3.
Okay. Konami is once again teasing its Metal Gear Solid clothing line,
What?
which it's the 1984 collection.
Eye patches.
It's I don't know. It's a step back into the 80s, and I don't know how I feel because 80s clothes were either great or they were weird. And
That's so 80s.
so are we talking like just general 80s style, or are we talking like military related 80s
Probably
style?
a mix of like military related, like Metal Gear Solid clothing.
Am I going to
That's what it's gonna
see
look
like green or black vests with a whole ton of pockets?
Probably. That'd be pretty cool. I would buy that.
Zippers.
I
And
would buy that.
zippers, are they going to be made
You
out of a
could
jean
sneak-
material?
Like Squeenix,
They're
just zippers all over
They're
the place.
probably going to be made out of a jean material. Let's be honest here, but yeah.
Just a whole piece of
And
clothes
Jake,
made out of zippers.
What's
Jake,
up?
you like Disney,
I
so
love Disney.
How about you tell us what's going on with Disney at this time?
Disney Interactive has announced that the Star Wars universe.
I don't think any of us.
Hey,
can talk
you don't
today.
have any room to be talking about people stuttering on their words, especially when reading stuff.
Yeah.
Star Wars universe will be joining Disney, Pixar, and Marvel in Disney Infinity 3.0 edition.
Darth Vader versus Elsa. Go.
Oh
whoa.
God! Oh no! No!
Yes.
No!
I want to see it.
He's going to cut off her hand and be
Yoda
like, try
versus
letting it go
Olaf.
now. You can't even.
You
Yoda-
can't do nothing about it. But yeah, so I don't know how I feel about that. I just want the new Star Wars
I want
movie
to see
already.
Mike and Sully
I'm just-
high five Anakin Skywalker or Luke Skywalker or Yoda or something like that. Yeah.
Chewbacca
Mike
and-
and, Mike and Yoda together.
when you said Mike and Mike and Sully, I thought Scully and Mulder for some strange reason. I was like, X-Files? Where did that
Or-
thought come from?
or Yoda and Captain Jack Sparrow having
Okay.
like a sword fight.
No, it's Mike and
Great.
Yoda and Sully and Chewbacca.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
It works.
He
There you
figured
go.
it out. But
Good
yep,
job.
that is all for our game company related news. It was a lot, let me tell
There's a
you.
lot. Ooh, there's a bunch of
That's
talk
like
in
the
this
majority
episode.
of this episode.
It is a lot.
Oh, yes. So now, next up, we'll have your nerd vocab. And then right after that, we'll have your technology news.
Great.
So this will be a short little segment. And then
But what song
on up.
are we playing?
the song is also from the Avengers soundtrack.
You are just all Avengering it today.
This is the
all about
Soundgarden
that
song.
today.
We are living in the Marvel universe
Yes,
right now.
it is the Soundgarden song,
That's good.
actually. Very good, Jake. Live to Rise, that's what it is. And you are listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio, and we will be right back.
Is that my countdown? Whoa! Welcome! Nerd Edification Hour. We are here. You are here. Somewhere out there, if you're listening on the radio, it's a great day. I'm here with Rach and
Hi.
Caleb. Boo.
What's up? What's your
Welcome
name,
to the
Jake?
show.
Jake, you were so excited. That was the cutest thing ever. Oh my God.
It's all on camera.
Fantastic intro.
Documented.
Segue right into
What is our nerd vocab
What is
today?
Well, today's nerd vocab is gank, which is
It sounds,
Word gank. Spelled G-A-N-K.
skunk,
like tank, but with a G there.
with a G sound.
A G makes a G sound. Mm-hmm. Which is to kill another player using a group of players too.
No, or-
that's the first one. Then there's the second part. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't put the one.
And this is
My bad.
in a game, mind you, not in real life.
It's like an MMO or something.
So
Yeah.
first definition is to kill another player using a group of players,
In a
like
game.
tag teaming on them.
Yes.
Second definition is to kill another player using any means that places the player to be killed at a substantial disadvantage. Widely popularized following the success of World of Warcraft, the word gank comes from gank kill.
No, gang.
Gang kill, I guess. So it's
Gank.
when you
When you gang up.
it's when you gang up on somebody.
Yeah,
So
pretty
it's
much.
used in earlier MMORPGs like Ultima Online, stuff like that, and it's basically a totally unfair sort of thing. And it could be actually utilized fairly in the sense that, say you have you're playing and
If I'm
online,
level 99,
and you're in yes, Caleb is a level 99,
And I
he's
come up to him and say, where do I go to get to Alterac Valley?
and then I blast Jake into oblivion.
and you just keep blasting everybody, and then finally you're like, you know what? Let's get this guy, and everybody teams up and
then I die.
yeah,
Take him down.
and takes him down.
Like that
now,
episode of South Park.
currently, it is the term is widely popularized and used in the show Supernatural by Sam and Dean. They use it as just a word of to kill. That's what they use.
Just, well,
To kill.
how interesting.
I don't know, but that's where I've heard it used. I've actually never heard it used in the fashion that you guys have given the definition for.
Really?
But I have heard it used in Supernatural.
Use a pushback skill to push someone off a mountainside.
It
fall to their
it
death.
shows what I have an interest in. Let's just say that.
She likes television, superhero, and fantasy sci-fi things.
Yes, I do.
So
Well, I put this on here because I had an inspiration because I went back to playing Borderlands 2.
Oh boy.
gonna be good.
Just because I have cravings for
Oh,
it every
boy.
once in a while, which is kind of weird. But, it's just like the character.
like girls crave chocolate, he craves
Borderlands
shooting
2.
aliens.
No,
apparently.
well, that's for any game, really. I was just like, you know what? I haven't played this in a while. I think I'll get on. Anyways, and the character that I play as is like, there's no way you're ganking up on me. And I was like, huh. And then I heard it somewhere else, and then that's where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put it for the Nerd Vocab this
Nice.
week. That is my inspirational story of where I got it from.
I feel inspired.
Hey.
I'm going to leave here today and become a completely different person.
Just because you learned that word.
We have changed a life
life-changing.
today. You've heard it here.
But yeah,
I want you
has
all
been
at
changed.
home to put your hands on the computer screen or on your radio
or
if
radio.
you're listening to the radio, and just feel the energy that we're putting out today. Let it
have
flow
the
through
feels.
you.
The feels.
I'm thinking we're going
Sending
to
out
change some
feels.
people out there in our
Oh, wow.
televised and radio audience.
it's going to be nuts.
I'm sure we've changed many lives. If
But-
you have had a life-changing experience, feel free to put that on our Facebook page or tweet at me at Nerd Edification, or go on YouTube and leave a comment, whichever you feel like. Or maybe if you want to start a Reddit, I don't know how to do
A
that.
subreddit.
Oh,
kind of-
wow.
But if you want to do that, I haven't ventured that far. We have the Nerd Edification our Reddit. Do you think we could do that?
I don't know.
Rachel's in charge of it.
Oh
already.
man.
If you
Oh,
want to
man.
donate some money, we save lives
no,
every day.
No, that's a joke. but yeah.
Kickstarter.
This this is how we make fun of other people that do these kind of
What?
things.
No.
Yeah. So
What?
strangely
She turned
entertaining.
it into a negative thing.
I totally did.
Thing.
No, but strangely entertaining is where you can find us on YouTube.
Capital
so
S, capital E, one word.
Yeah, Caleb plugged
Look
it
for
earlier.
that.
He did. Well, we need to plug it as many
Plug it
times as
again.
we can.
Let's
Let's just
just-
say.
Like a
Yeah.
broken vacuum, let's just keep on plugging and unplugging until it works.
Wow. that was actually a
was
very
very deep.
That was
It
impressive.
was very deep,
Thank you.
Jake.
Okay, so that is our nerd vocab
New
section for
segment,
today.
Why-
wise
Things
words
out.
from Jake. All right, enough goofing around. We're gonna take
don't
a
know
break
what you're
now.
talking about.
And next
break.
up, we're gonna have your technology news.
And we'll
We're
probably
gonna
end on
drag that
note.
out as much as we can.
Oh yeah.
The song was requested to us. It is Bob Ross remixed
Whoa.
from PBS.
Yeah.
And
What's he remixed
some
with?
guy it's just like, when
We're gonna paint some clouds.
Yes,
We're
yes.
gonna get
it's
some
auto,
trees.
It's auto tuned.
Pretty much that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's it. And we'll be right back here on the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. Hello, you're listening to the Nerd Edification Hour, or should I say the Inspirational Hour. I'm
Oh
Caleb.
goodness. I am Rachel.
I'm feeling it.
And that's Jake.
Jake.
He's feeling it.
He is feeling it.
So, Jinx, you owe me a
I
soda.
owe you like 5.
You do. You owe me 5 sodas in
I'm
total.
going to go broke by the time.
Just get her one of those, those candies where it's the little gummies that are soda.
No.
Get her a box of those, and you'll be good for the next year.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Now,
Bottle caps.
I will save you some money though. Just get me the non-name brand Publix Cola because those are good.
All right, I could do that because.
Okay, so let's talk about our tech news. You guys like Tesla, right?
Tesla coil?
Tesla's a pretty cool guy. But
Sure.
they have this home battery thing called the Powerall, and it charges using electricity generated from solar panels, or when utility rates are low and it powers your home in the evening. It also fortifies your home against power outages by providing a backup electricity supply. Automated, compact, and simple to install.
Hey, honey,
Powerall-
I'm trying to change the baby's diaper. Where's the powder? Oh, we have a powder outage. I said
funny.
Powerall. That sounds like a
Powerall,
Powerade
yes,
overalls.
Exactly. But Powerall offers independence from the utility grid and the security of an emergency backup. So I think that's pretty cool since it's kind of like an alternative sort of generator thing and a way to kind of generate your own electricity as opposed to using the grid. So it might, cut down on those electricity bills.
Actually, I was looking at Bill Nye's house, and you know how you have that little spinny thing that shows how much energy you're using?
Yeah.
His was going backwards because he had a bunch of solar panels, and they would pay him for energy.
Pretty much. But bear in mind, the installation of solar panels and stuff like that on your house is very expensive, and it will take time for you actually to earn that money back from the energy that you're saving. So that's an kind of a weird downside, but upside a downside that turns into an upside.
Yeah, but it's very interesting because then you'll have all your neighbors coming over because you have this giant battery wall thing, and your refrigerator will be running, and they'll like, can we put our milk in your refrigerator because our power's out.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, and like they said, like during the day when nobody's home, that's when the sun is out,
Right.
so it'll just take in all that, and
It'll
then
charge
you can use
during the
it
day, yeah.
during the night,
And it probably won't lose power during the nighttime unless it's using it,
Did you see in that new Walmart they built by Pier Park, they have skylights and stuff? I
They
thought that was
do.
pretty
That
cool.
is pretty
Natural
neat.
lighting.
Yeah, I agree. Microsoft has been showing off the HoloLens at its Build Developers Conference this week on stage, and it's been demonstrating some of its capabilities.
Now, if you don't remember what the HoloLens is, it is basically Microsoft's answer to Google Glasses.
It's
which
like
kind of like holograms.
Yeah, it's like a VR headset, but you can see through it like Google Glass.
like it shows off real holograms, or so they say.
Imagine Phil
I haven't seen
Magic from Fantasyland.
Yeah,
What's
it
that?
uses a combination of spatial sound and sensors in the headset to capture info about the environment you're in. So that's kind of cool. I don't know. It uses spatial sound, works by using binaural audio, something that they've looked at closely before. I know that they use those in the ASMR videos, which
Yep.
are very relaxing. If you have trouble sleeping, definitely try those out. They're really cool.
Binaural audio.
Yeah.
Whispering.
Something that so it makes sounds appear like they're being transmitted behind you
Around
from
your
anyone.
head and above you and below you, and
Yeah.
you're going, what's going on?
Yeah, it's literally how you hear. Like, for example, when you're listening to a recording, you will hear it in both ears, mono audio, I guess, or stereo
and
or
then
whatever.
soon this headset will become it'll take over your whole body.
I don't
and It'll
know.
be like in Sword Art.
Yeah,
VJ.
all these things make me think cybernet, cybernet,
Skynet?
Skynet, the cybernet.
Skynet, cyber.
But what they
cybernet?
do is they use like the Doppler effect to make things sound like they're behind you and around you, and it's really cool.
it's so just like Google Glass. There's even going to be a video camera, so you could take photos and capture video. So it'll until they get
So you can show people that you're not crazy.
until the concept itself is visually pleasing. It's gonna look kind of weird.
Like you're wearing these glasses.
Yeah.
Hey Caleb, let me take a photo of you, Caleb. Okay, I'm done.
I'm done.
There you go.
Well, see, like we said earlier, these glasses can be used to project scientists onto Mars and things like that, and they can interact with the rover and stuff. to talk about that?
No, it doesn't.
That rover's going to freak out.
Yeah,
Whoa,
no, that's
these
what they
people
plan
doing
to
here?
That's what they plan to do?
That's what they
Okay.
plan to
Well,
do.
when they figure that
That's
out.
what they're planning to do.
Oh,
Snap.
That's funny.
That was a really good joke.
But they've seen showed off like you can have like a little Minecraft thing on your coffee table and you can build like a house on there.
Like
It's
Yeah, but
Augmented
only,
reality.
but mindly only you will be able to see it. This is not going to be
Yeah.
projected from the glasses for other people to see as well. Only
Doesn't the
you will be
DSi
able
do
to
that?
see it.
sounds like there's going to be like
Yes, it's called
Microsoft
augmented reality. yeah.
Microsoft Glasses US LAN party.
Oh my goodness.
LAN party like
Okay,
have wires
well,
in your
our last bit of news
Alien
is
antenna.
about Groove Shark.
Groove Shark.
It was a once popular music sharing site that allowed users to stream tunes and create playlists.
like Napster.
Like
kind of,
SoundCloud?
kind
Kind
of,
of,
like
and
Napster.
kind of like what is the big one today? Spotify.
Yes.
But announced on Thursday that it's
Spotify.
officially shutting down.
Wah, wah, wah.
nobody cared.
This conclusion was pretty much a guarantee. The company had been embroiled in like a series of lawsuits over alleged copyright infringement for like 3 years.
The book was being thrown at them.
The
from,
sharks were mad too.
Yeah,
it wasn't cool.
It was.
Like, they
it was
were
sad.
getting ganked on.
But yeah, by EMI, Sony, and Universal.
Oh, of course, EMI would flipping.
EMI always does this
EMI 's
kind
a
of thing.
jerk.
But other details in the settlement are currently unavailable. Groove Shark could have been liable for millions of dollars in damages. So it's better
Yeah.
to reach a settlement and pay something smaller than it is to keep fighting and exceed those costs.
So they were in trouble.
They were.
Something fierce. Something
Yeah.
fierce.
Oh goodness!
I
gracious.
reckon they're in.
But yeah, that's all of our tech news today.
It's all the news actually.
Yeah.
And we're out of news.
Yeah.
Report all the news.
There wasn't really. I mean, we don't control the news; we just report on it. So if there's something happening,
talk
then
about
there's
it.
something happening. But yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And we have to stall for time. I'm gonna.
Okay.
So like 2 minutes because the outro song is
Oh,
All right.
4 minutes.
Well, here's
and
my
16
otters.
oh
seconds.
yeah. Jake brought in a bunch of stuffed otters. He's a little obsessed with otters.
This
I
one's
might add.
named Seaweed.
Oh goodness.
Rachel,
gonna name them.
Actually,
Charles
what?
bought me
why
this
don't you
one.
tell us your experience with
This one has a
Avengers?
starfish,
With
and
what?
this one has
Oh,
seaweed.
Okay, so I'm going to tell a little bit about the Avengers.
All right, do that while I just show these to the camera.
Okay, well, I did see that on Monday night. It was very funny. There was a lot of criticism on Joss Whedon's portrayal and characterization of Black Widow. There's a lot still going on that online. I didn't personally see a problem with it. The movie itself was very action-packed, but it was also very nail-biting in that it was just nuts. It was nuts. But with Marvel, there was a very light comedic effect throughout the movie. However, there were some really, really like, oh my God, no parts. And some things made me sad. But the quote of the evening was, there was this one scene where Hulk was jumping from one part of like a cliff to another part of a cliff. And it was a really, really long jump. And Black Widow was like piggybacking on his back, right? And so my friend Kevin says next to me, oh, look, she's a spider monkey, referencing Twilight. And I go, get out of this theater right now. And it was interesting. Well, but overall, the film was really good. There wasn't really a post-credit scene. There kind of was, but it wasn't normal. And there was no appearance of Spidey whatsoever, which is, to be understood and whatnot. But yeah, I'd fully recommend the movie if you haven't seen it yet. It's the next greatest installment in the
until Ant-Man.
Marvel stuff. Until Ant-Man this summer.
So that'll be it here on the Nerd Edification Hour. Go
camera's
ahead,
pretty cool,
check
actually.
out all the socials if you have not done that. That's at Nerd Edification on Twitter, Strangely Entertaining on YouTube, or just look up the Nerd Edification Hour, and then our Facebook page, the Nerd Edification Hour.
Woohoo!
And until next week, stay fancy. And the outro song is from Risk of Rain. It is 25.3 degrees north, 91.7 degrees east, and that is the name of the song.
Oh, it died.
It's a very weird name of the song, but that's what it is. And see you later.
Bye-bye!
Bye, guys.